want to talk a little bit about mounting rails, optic mounting rails. Seen some stuff the other day on the good old interwebs, and there was some confusion about what a MOA rail would give you as far as why would you use one and what could you expect from having one. MOA, as we all know, at least we should know or hope know, is a unit of measure of accuracy. You know, we hear guys say, oh, I shoot half MOA, or I'm a 1 MOA guy. Basically put, without getting too deep in the weeds of that, is if you are at 100 meters and you shoot within a 1 inch group, that'll be 1 MOA, and extrapolates out from there. 200 meters would be a 2 inch group, so on and so forth. If you're hunting, again, one of my last videos, I talked about the good old hunting scope, so I'll go back to this old school Bushnell, where you would sight in for typically 100 yards, 100 meters, and your typical hunting shot, you might be out to 300 meters. That would be a far shot. You're not doing any adjustments. You're working within that. You've maybe heard the term point blank sight in. So if you had a 100 meter point blank sight in, you would work a little bit plus or minus of that center crosshairs for the distance. So a 0 MOA rail would be sufficient for that, and typically most hunting rifles will come with that. But when you hear the people talk about, oh, I've got a 20 MOA rail, you know, what is that about? What's that doing for me? So this rifle here, this is the demo 308 rifle of our rifle series, the GLA series, and it has a 20 MOA rail on it and a 0 MOA optic mount. So why would we want 20 MOA? It has to do when we start talking about shooting at greater distances than perhaps 300 meters for hunting application. So now we're talking 5, 6, 8,000 meters, and we're going to be, again, dialing for our elevation adjustment, right? So this one here, we have quite a bit of adjustment. We can go a couple turns on our adjustment knob, and so we can dial in for quite a bit of elevation. But I know for a fact on this one, I've made hits out past 1,300 meters with this one, and I had no more adjustment. And if I was on a 0 MOA rail, I probably would have ran out of adjustment before 1,000 meters. But that 20 MOA, what we're talking about is an angular cant from the back to the front, so the optic is actually leaning down somewhat, physically being canted down, and that's what allows us to dial for more elevation to get those longer shots. And that's again one of those simple, really the bare bones of what that's going to do for you. So yeah, that's, like I said, this one ran out for me past the 1,300 meters. I use a hold on that. This one here, another 308 rifle, a 20 MOA rail, but I've used a 20 MOA mount as well. So we've got like 40 total MOA cant on this setup, and it's going to allow for probably, I haven't got out past 600 with this rifle, but this one should be able to dial an elevation well past 1,000 meters, which allows for more accurate first round probable hits when you can aim on and then have a better chance of that landing that first round hit. So that's it. MOA rails, don't get confused between MOA reticles and a mill reticle. I mean, these rifles, they both use mill reticle optics on them. There's no conversion. I'm not trying to do some Sheldon Cooper style math in my head to convert MOA, 20 MOA rail, 30 mil adjustment. Don't even worry about that. It's a measure of cant of that rail to allow for more adjustment for the longer distance. So that's it. If you're looking for some mounts, we have access to some great stuff. We've got these spur mounts, we've got CADX, we can get MDT. So don't be afraid to hit us up on our website, Gothic Land Armory, www.ca. Thanks, troops.